はい、ということでね。よし、やっていこう。今日はホーネッツはラメロボール、ゴードン・ヘイワード。よし、そういうことだね。そういうことだね。いけそう。もう2敗してるもん。いける。ラメロ、ロジア、ヘイワード、ブリッジス。誰？あと一人誰
？So there's this thing in the NBA where players and coaches say that
わかんないんだってこれ。
But to go back to back is harder because every team going against that championship team is bringing their best every night.
知らねえし。誰だよ。
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. The Hornets taking on the Nets.
大丈夫これ著作権引っかかんない。
They've tipped off the season with back-to-back losses. A win tonight would give them something to build on. Nets, Hornets, up next, right after this. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. David Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses.
David, he is the total package. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. You look at Brooklyn. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And, of course, the Hornets, a game behind.
And when I look at Charlotte, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Up at the forward spots, it's Hayward. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. And looking at the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And so it's Brooklyn with it. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Harden. And that one drops for him.
Yeah.
Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes. And you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Irving. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
To the middle. Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his team.
Okay, nice score. Really nice score.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
ここ大事。このディフェンス大事。
Plumlee dishes to Bridges. Outside ball. Plumlee trying to break loose.
Wow.
And ball gets it to go on the assist by Bridges.
Well, you gotta love how quick ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Pass to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Harden outside.
よーし、気持ちいい。完成も気持ちいい。ここ決めていくの大事。
The Hornets have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg could not agree with you more. He is special.
うまい。
In the highest form
Okay.
of special.
そこそこそこそこそこそこ。
Finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen
Okay.
a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving finishing and getting it done with his handles and stuff.
Here is Hayward, following the basket by
はい、
Blake
安い
Griffin.
んだったらワクチンするでしょうか。
And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got his second basket.
But that's really good work inside by Hayward. A reliable
ワクチン
option for
出
them
す
in
と
the
怒る
paint.
からね。
Here's Griffin. The Hornets pull it in.
えい
Look at the
えい
season
えい
that
えい
finished.
そう。
First of a three-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round one.
First time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage.
ここ大事だよ。
Demonstrate you're better. And that could make it easier down the road.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Blake Griffin. And then for Charlotte, Washington comes in for Mason Plumlee.
よいよいよい
Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward.
よいよいよいよいよいよいよい2秒2秒2秒
By Griffin. Releases.
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケークラクストンを止めるクラクストン入るジョー・ハリスからの入りからのシュートで
And
せ
it's in there. Irving's got 6.
せって何
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Here's Rozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ball, the pass to Washington.
オッケーうまいおーいいね
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain
今日は
possession
やっぱり
here.
この試合はやっぱり
Fantastic mobile one block.
プレーオフ
This
争
one
いする
deserves another look.
And making a
プレ
statement
ーオ
right
フ
away,
争い
letting
程
you
度
know
のチ
they
ームだから
won't
やっ
get
ぱり
any
結構
easy
いい感
ones
じの試合
when he's around.
Brooklyn making some
Another
changes.
chunk more here.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for James
タンクすると
Harden.
ジョーダン怒るけどね
And then for Charlotte, Daniels, he's checked in for Bridges. Book Knight comes in for Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Here's Irving, following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to Claxton. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by
Goodbye.
Oubre.
ブルース・ブラウン
That's the 10th
う
straight
ん
point
ブルース・ブラウンうまいね
in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside.
おじ
like
さんチームとかしたのやつやっぱ
Now
り
here is
体
Smith.
力の仕
The
事があ
pass
る
to
から
Washington.
体力はねおじさんいっぱいいるからどうにかなるでしょって感じだけどうまいけど惜しい惜しいけどうまい
That
OK クラクソンの
doesn't go on the
リバウンド
chance
クラクストンが強いクラクストンやっぱり
And it's
クラクストンが強いけど
Rebound.
クラクストンが強いクラクストンが強い最高でございますクラクストン大好きでございます
From the perimeter, couldn't get the threes to go down. And
じゃあ次の次のセンタークラクス
You
ト
know,
ン
that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Smith into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you've got to be very aware of Smith's passing off the penetration, which is why lanes open up for him for easy baskets because the defense knows he's looking to pass.
OK
Shots good by Mills.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
プレーしやすい
Smith outside. Inside. Book Knight. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
That's how you
Joey
pass
gets
the
outside.
pumpkin. I mean, Smith really
Kindness
keeps his
comes back
head
over.
on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammates.
Mills dishes to Brown. Shoots over Oubre. Here's Claxton. And
おかしいすげえ
extra effort on the glass.
すげえ
You've got to box
マジ
out
でお
on
か
the
しい
boards. When you don't, That's
褒め
what
言葉
happened.
超褒め言葉 OK 5点差で
He has been the story for Brooklyn. He notched 8
第1
points
クォ
in
ー
the
ターを
quarter
終了
and
して
has
い
that
きます
terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, Kyrie,
I just go back to being in my backyard and just
この
practicing all my layups,
このアン
all
ケート
my
あれに
finishes.
してワクチンにしておいて
well, it is
Back to
indeed
the
the English
East
angles. He is a
プライベ
magician
ート
out
な
there,
質問
Greg,
には
with the
答え
ball
ら
in
れ
his
ない
hand.
And
ご
his
めんね
godfather, Rod Strickland,
Private
another New
じゃなんだっ
York
け
point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree.
プライバシー
No warm-up needed. They came
プライバシー
in
じゃない
on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So on the floor for
あ、惜しい
Charlotte to
こ
start
の
the
この
second
ムー
quarter.
ブできてたら結
We've
構
got
強かった
Kelly Oubre. McDaniels is out there with Washington.
あ、ケリー・ウーブル・ジュニア
Book
出てき
night. And it's Smith in at the
たジュ
one.
ニアしか見てない
Gordon
突っ込んだ
Hayward's
ろ
checked in for Charlotte.
知らな
Smith
かっ
the
たね
pass to McDaniels.
これじゃね違うこんな顔してない
Millsap grabs the miss. Nets leading by 3. A terrific all-around player for many years. Millsap, Clark when healthy, can
おめえよく入ったよ普通にパスしようとしてたんだけど
Pros pro, Kevin. Just rock solid, impactful, steady, reliable. Stretches the floor with the three-point shot. Always in the right spot defensively. Rebounds well at both ends. I mean, just really the consummate pro and value-added player. And an all-star multiple times as well.
Here's Book Knight. Good D by Irving. Book Knight's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hayward against Brown. Kicks it out to Johnson. Brown feeling out a bit. 6 to shoot. Pass to Mills. Lets the 3 fly.
Yes
And it's an 8-point
オーストラリア代表パティミルス
And there's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his
さ
release
す
is.
がだ
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
まあまあまあ
Thank you, Kevin.
So you
Well,
know.
the Brooklyn
ここダ
Nets
メだ
are
からし
creating
っか
a
り
fresh
これ
legacy.
来る
Kevin Durant says it's new energy. One of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting this
そこ調子乗ったらな
The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn. They're looking for a team to latch onto. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
PJ
I
ワシントン
agree, David. Thanks. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Johnson. Kevin.
もう見せて見せて見せて見せてえぐいこれはこれはかっこよすぎる正面から見たかったけど
An
まあいいか
outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
こんな KD が向かってきたの
I didn't
怖い
see
でしょ
that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that.
おい
And then Durant with the
ラメロ何回叩き込まれんの
Long reach of his, so easy
超
for
悲しい
KD
な
to throw it down.
Hornets trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rozier with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And the foul called on
グリ
Blake
フィン
Griffin.
2回目だよ
That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hayward passes to Rozier. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But Greg, you locked up
う
without
まい
that.
OK
How'd you do it?
いやいい試合運びできてるよ
Season, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Rozier against Harris.
いいね
Now here's
う
Rozier.
まい
He's
やばい
getting
うまい
Well, that'll get everybody
So
on the
he
bench
got it.
fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
2 free throws.
Okay.
coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
At the line, 2 times.
And Harris drops them both.
Boy, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
おいおいおいおいおい
Rozier looking around.
ラメロの徹底マークが
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's slammed in by Bridges.
Hayward, really an unselfish guy, willing to share the rock and get his teammates some opportunity.
Ball against Harden.
ステップバックステップだっ
Another
け
shot. Here's Harris.
オッケーこれ入ってるでしょ
Good.
ナイス
Irving making the play.
上ハリスはね
And the Nets lead by 12.
シューターとして言われて
With
る
the big
外
lead,
してもらっ
he
たら
remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now, here's Rozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
強っ
One of the things Rozier does best, attack, going right at guys.
Here's Durant. His second shot
Oy.
goes in off to a good
もう
start.
デュラントが外すとこ見たい
With
わ
the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working.
Good
That's what I
defense.
say. Keep the pressure on.
手の後とか
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that.
いや
Gary.
ネッツじゃ
He says he's the
欲しい
same way
な
off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright
来たケリー
tennis shoes
ブリ
are
ジュ
part
ニ
of everybody's
スモールフォワー
NBA attire
ド来た
now.
こいつら
He wears it as an expression of his personality.
ウォリアーズから
Well, Marcus
ほぼウ
Aldridge, he's
ェ
checked
ー
in
ブさ
for
れたで
Brooklyn.
これも
Nicholas Claxton comes in for Paul Millsap.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Now here's Durant. Feeds it to Aldridge. Aldridge double team. Kicks it out to Harden. From the
フルアッ
arc.
プスリーよいしょ
And the Nets
Okay.
another three.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. Plumlee finds Rozier. Back to Plumlee. Outside ball. Off target with his
ブラ
three.
ッドソンがいいディフェンスしてる
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden inside the three-point line.
でもス
Can't
リー
hit
マ
the
ジで逃げ
step
ないん
back
だよ
jump shot.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
まあアシスト王だか
And ball
らいやう
slams
ま
it
い
in.
いやうま
Boy,
い
he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
はい入っていく危ねえ危ねえ危ねえ危
13
ねえ
points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
ワクチンは接種で
come out with a intense
ごめん
focus,
その質問には
intensity
答え
that
られないけ
other
ど
teams can't match. Just doing whatever it
ちょっ
takes
と
to
ね
keep our tempo.
やっぱ
You know,
イライ
guys
ラ
are
しちゃうから
in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So
また
just
チ
trying
ー
to
ム
get
から外れ
everybody
ること
involved
に
and
な
do whatever it takes to
って
win.
いいかな
Well, we'll see if you can
Yeah.
keep playing at your
So-
pace in
so
the
that-
second half.
wait.
Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. It's the 2K Sports
てな感じのことを
halftime
言って
show.
るみたいですありがとうございますということで3ピリいきましょう
Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
They've really established themselves in the glass. Being down there is
7人でトップってことは結構バランスいいんじゃない得点入るわ何点取ってる
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
44
No
点の7
problem
点って
fighting
結
his
構
way
入
to
る
the
ん
rim
だ
in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Steve Nash as we begin the second half.
グリフィン。ああ、お前。もうやばいってそれ入んないの。
Bridges kicks to Hayward. Passes it to ball. Here's Plumlee. Back to ball. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And Katie with a bucket on the assist by Griffin.
半ば強引だけど、入ればよろしくて。
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with him.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great.
Well, I like the way he catches
Okay.
that drive.
いいね。
One-hand pull punch.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Pass to Rozier.
よし。ここ止める。OK。
From 13. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. And every year,
Rozier
seems to get better. Specifically great, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
Right there.
And the basket is good.
You know, with his hard charging style, Harden has to be able to finish through contact, and he's learned how to do that with his skill and strength. No problem for him.
And the Hornets call time here.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a season firmly in the second half of his career.
Brooklyn making some changes. James Johnson's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Harris. That's Mills in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Miles Bridges. Book Knight, he's checked in.
OK、カイリーがブロックした。
And Smith subbed in for Ball. And it goes out of bounds.
強いです。もうカイリーいらない子なんて言ってごめん。超いるわ。お前しか勝たんわ。
Here's Smith. And the layup is good. Smith's got 8. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball.
うまい、グリフィン最高。これだよ、グリフィンに来て。
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, DA. Here's Book Knight. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third. And there's the pass to Hayward. Here's the teardrop. Griffin grabs the board.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Johnson outside. The kick out to Irving. Offline with his
Smith
with it, and Griffin picks him up.
すごい無言になっちゃう。ダメだこれ。
Guys are looking for a spark.
楽しい。
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively.
楽しい。これ言う楽しい。やべえ。バカ楽しい。
We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted.
パティミルス。
I mean,
パティ
you
ミル
have
ス。
to play much smarter than that.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin, and Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Johnson. The kick out to Irving.
さすがに入れるよ。さすがに入れるよ。さすがに入るってカイリーが。
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much
次入るんか。
Ball, the pass to Washington. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Irving can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Washington missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this.
Okay.
The shot's good from Irving.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Right side, Ball. And it's blocked. Pass to Mills. The Nets working the ball around now. To the inside.
Okay.
Trying to break free.
You.
To set up the lay-in. And the Nets lead by 20.
ここで解消してちょっとやってきて、おお、待ってラメロ怪我してんだけど。なんでかわかんないけど怪我した。怪我してない。なんでそんな元気。首やったな。首やってるわこいつ。あいつ首やってるわ。ぐねりすぎたんじゃない。
Brooklyn leading by 18. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Irving.
Hey.
His 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Ball. Covered by Mills. Ball no good. Here's Irving. Oh, and it's Washington.
超綺麗にブロックされた。首めっちゃ抑えるじゃんお前。
Nets out in front, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call
これうまいね。よし、次行こう。戻ってきたハーデン。いいねー。これカイリーこの試合で見たことあるよ。50-40-90のメンバーになってカイリー君。
Kelly Oubre out there with Terry Rozier, and it's Plumlee in a spot manning the middle.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his worth.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season? Come on,
Kim, I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in, and I can tell you there's been complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
まあまあまあまあ結構いいディフェンスだからしゃあなしだと思う。
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Here's Harden.
Okay.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Here's Washington. It's hauled in by Harris.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
いいね。ストップ&ゴー。かっこいい。
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the shot is good.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
Count it good.
Okay.
He's got 15 points here in the second half.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Outside for KD. Good.
KD がスポットアップするスリーポインターっていうもうめちゃくちゃ豪華。
Passes it to Washington. To the middle. Here's Plumlee.
来たー。かっこいい。
Here's Irving.
まだもらっていうか。喧嘩喧嘩喧嘩喧嘩喧嘩なる喧嘩なる喧嘩なる喧嘩なる。
It feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bembry in for James Harden. Outside for KD.
Okay, KD.
So she's a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you. I know I've never coached.
Yeah.
Man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as a
alley-oopダンク、KD のダンクでございます。ありがとうございます。
I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Hayward outside. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Outside, Martin. Goes up at the stripe. Knocked loose.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Carter, he's checked in for Irving. McDaniel's checked in for the Hornets. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Okay.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Hornets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at either 50% from the field. Smith with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Outside, Jones. Pass to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. No good off the back of the rim. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
KD のシュートでございます。ありがとうございます。
Millsap's got 3 assists now in this one.
はい、ファウルしていく。
That is his first foul of the game. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds.
Okay.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Bembry misses. Now here's McDaniel. Jones kicks to McDaniel. Outside for Martin. Launches it. Off on that one. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. But it was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in control, operating flawlessly.
最終スコアは56対89。カイリーアービングが MVP。リーディングスコアラー、カイリー・アービングの27得点、続いてケビンデュラント21得点、それに続いて14得点のハーデン、8得点、ブレイク・グリフィン、5得点、パティ・ミルス、4得点のジョ・ハリス。リバウンドは KD が一番取って、アシストも KD が一番取って、スティールはベンチの人が取ってる。ブロックは3回のニコラ・クラクスですね。ターンオーバーはデュラント、ドールとリッチが1回ずつしています。フィールドゴール最高率なんと9分の9、ケビン・デュラント 100%、スリーポイント成功率の3分の3、100% でございます。強い。怪我はなし。ソーシャルメディアの評価はラメロボール怪我してるけど、前の試合で少し怪我したのは本当だけど、セルティクスとの試合を楽しみにしているよ。すごいな。セクストン持ち合わせとビッグボールランド、これ来年のやつ適当に決めちゃったからわかんないけど、まあいいや。そんな感じかな。ラメロボールのニュースしかないじゃん。悲しいんだけど。やめろって感じかな。 OK です。終わろっか。よし、2勝1敗で今のところ4位につけてますね。キャブス1位かよ。すげえ。ということでありがとうございました。次回もお願いします。